Hi everyone, Father Scott Vanderveer here in the Great Hall, where we celebrate this time of year some remarkable comings and goings from St. Mary's. We have celebrated the graduation of the class of 2023 from 8th grade. We've celebrated the graduation of kindergarten, the class of 2035. And we also celebrated the graduation of Noah's Ark, our third 3-year-old and 4-year-old kids. And a graduation time is always an opportunity for us to take stock of the rhythms of life, the comings and goings that mark our human experience. I was talking with a mother whose son is graduating from high school this year and going away to college. She's experiencing some profound grief over the loss of the day-to-day connection that she's going to have with her firstborn. And it's interesting for us in moments like that to recognize that we always knew that growing up was part of the game, part of the deal that we were given. Growing up is not a sign that something has gone wrong. In fact, growing up is the sign that things are going right. The alternative is unthinkable. And so in these moments when we have the passage of time being marked in a really distinct way, a really clear before and after, a really clear moment of recognizing we've just gone through a passage and things will never be exactly the same way again, we get a chance to experience the spiritual fruit of recognizing that life comes in stages, in chapters. It is passing. It is fleeting. There's a prayer that we have at the wake of someone we love who has died that says, "The death of our beloved is a reminder of our human condition and the shortness of our time here on earth. But for all of us who believe in your love, death is not the end. Nor could it ever destroy the bonds of family and friendship and affection that knit us together throughout life. Death is not the end, nor is graduation, nor is moving up a grade, nor is going to college. It's not the end. It's a transition from one phase to another. Even death is not meant to be an ending. Death is not a tragedy. It's not some tragic interruption to the plan. The plan was always that we would die. Every single person who has ever lived has died or one day will die. As I stand here in the Great Hall today, built in 1932, I am reminded that so many of the boys and girls, the women and men who have passed through these doors, have been in this environment, have now gone on to glory. We just recently had a reunion for the class of 1953. The members of that class are now at or about 88 years of age. And they were saying that in their graduating class of 1953 here at SMA, there were 73 graduates. Since then, 55 have died, leaving just these 20 left who kind of shake their heads and scratch their temples and say, how is it that we were chosen? I asked them, to what do you attribute your longevity? And they said, luck and good genes. We didn't do anything necessarily different or better than the others. Most of our gifts are from the hand of God, with no other direction for credit than God directly. So on this day, as we remember all of the different things that are part of our life as people who have children that grow up, students that graduate, as we go through this time of recognizing that to every child that is born, there is a day of homegoing that will be at the other end of the life cycle. Let us remember that there's never a time that we shouldn't be taking stock of what life is all about. There is never a time that we should be failing to say, what did this chapter have to teach me? If my life were a great book that God and I were writing together, what is this chapter about? What has this chapter done that is setting me up for the chapter ahead? What is the next chapter likely to be about based on the chapter that has been here? These questions challenge us, provoke us, and can help us to live more deeply satisfying lives going forward. So let us go forth recognizing the gift that the passage of time gives us to appreciate all of God's gifts. May God bless all of those graduating this time of year. May God bless those parents with empty nests. May God bless all those people who have lost someone they love. May God bless you and those you love now and forever.